Welcome to Speaking of Sports. I'm your host, Jared Slack. This week we're going to go over some fantasy football. I'm going to start with the overall best players, and then I'm going to work my way through individual positions. I'm going to start out with the 12 best overall players. Start with number 1, Ezekiel Elliott. He would be my first pick, and I know he's in a holdout right now, but I do believe he and the Cowboys will get something worked out soon. My number 2 overall pick is Saquon Barkley. He had a tremendous rookie season last year, and I think he's going to get even more touches this year. Todd Gurley's rolling in at number 3. He might be a risky choice high in the draft with his knee situation, but he's hard to bet against. I got Christian McCaffrey at number 4. He gets a lot of touches from the running back standpoint. He also catches the ball a lot, even some more than a typical wide receiver. I had him last year, and he really carried my fantasy league. Now I got Melvin Gordon at number 5. He's in the same boat as Zeke. He's holding out for a new contract, but unlike the Cowboys, unfortunately, the Chargers can win without Melvin Gordon. Number 6, you got DeAndre Hopkins. He's a great receiver. He's got good hands. He's going to get a substantial amount of balls thrown in his direction. He's going to be a good first-round pick. Davante Adams at number 7. If he and Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, then this could be a good round pick. He's Aaron Rodgers' number one target, but that's a hard if. Number 8, you got Alvin Kamara. Last year and the year before, he really established himself as a runner and a receiver. He's a very electric player, and he's going to get a lot of touches. Number 9 is Julio Jones. He was already quoted this year saying that he's going to get 3,000 yards receiving. If he's anywhere close to that, then he's going to be the best pick in the draft and possibly an NFL MVP. Odell Beckham's number 10. I would have put him a little higher on the list, but he's with the new team this year. And I do believe he's still going to get a lot of good stats. He's with a good quarterback this year, Baker Mayfield. I do believe that he is better than Eli Manning, so I think he'll do better. Number 11 is Le'Veon Bell. It's hard to tell what he's going to look like this year after missing all of last year, and he's going to be with a new team, being the Jets. So as of this point, he might be ranked higher, but it's hard to tell at this point. Number 12 is Antonio Brown. Same as Odell and Le'Veon Bell. He's with a new team this year, so it's going to be hard to tell how he's going to do this year. But no one can deny he's one of the top receivers in the league. And we're just going to have to see how the chemistry between he and Derek Carr is. Now on to quarterbacks. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes. After he had the season last year, how could he not be picked number 1 overall? And number 2, Aaron Rodgers. If he's healthy, he might be the best in the whole league. Number 3, Deshaun Watson. He really proved himself last year. He led his team to the playoffs, and he put up some big numbers. Number 4, I got Russell Wilson. He's going to put the team on his back, and he's going to win at all costs, whether that be through the air or on the ground. He will not be a bad pickup at quarterback. Number 5, Baker Mayfield. I cannot wait to see what this guy can do with his new weapons. Number 6 is Drew Brees. No knock on Drew at all. He's a great quarterback, but I just don't think he can put up the same amount of numbers as he did last year. Number 7 is Andrew Luck. The only reason he's so low on this list is because of his injury history. He has a calf injury right now at camp, but we don't know the details about it. Number 8, Jared Goff. In my opinion, he's a system quarterback with a lot of great talent around him, including coaching, but he's going to put up a lot of numbers in this system. Number 9 is Matt Ryan. He's a very streaky quarterback. Some years he's a MVP caliber QB, and some years he looks like Joe Flacco. If Julio Jones stays healthy, then he'll have a great year. Number 10, Carson Wentz. He has all the potential in the world to be a top 5 quarterback, but he needs to stay healthy and productive for a full season before he's considered one. He has heritage in a good situation over there in Philly and will put up some major fantasy numbers. My 2 favorite picks at quarterback overall would either be Patrick Mahomes or Baker Mayfield. They're 2 really fun players to watch. If you remember, Brett Favre's nickname was the Gunslinger. He could throw the ball anywhere on the field, and he had such a strong arm. People like Tony Romo worked his whole career to be like that. He might have been like that towards the end, but some people were just born with that ability. And I do believe that Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield were born with that gunslinger mentality. And that's it for this week. Throughout the year, I'm going to be giving you updates on fantasy football stats and all that. So if you have any questions about your fantasy league, please let me know in the comments below or message me personally. Thank you for tuning in to Speaking of Sports. I'm your host, Jared Slack. Join me next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central Time on the Mute Mobile Media YouTube Network.